Greetings, everyone. This is the King of Monsters review I've been promising for about a month now. So we're finally at the third movie of the Monsterverse from Legend. Oh, what can I say? Despite what others say, where they complain about not being able to see the monsters clearly and this and that, too many humans, it's like, okay. So we're going to do this from section to section. So let's talk about the humans first. Let's get these guys out of the way because they're not why you watch these movies. The humans in this movie. So if there is one thing you may have gotten from if you've seen my Kong Skull Island review, it's that movie actually gave me an appreciation for the human characters in it. I actually didn't mind most of them. I keep going on about the one guy's character because he was worthless and there for no reason at all, but I'm not going to do that in this one. I'm all thinking about doing another video completely about that. But this movie, it made me step back and think while watching this movie. For the most part, it was the humans weren't as bad as I thought they were. Like, you still had the monarch people who were basically the typical people trying to figure out what's Godzilla going to do this time? What are they going to do now? And stuff like that. And then you had the family aspect. But the family actually had some direct point with the overall movie. Because the father and mother created this thing called the Orca that is basically the big MacGuffin of the entire film. So their thing is, the family's thing in this movie is that they lost their son during the events of the original legendary Godzilla film. So they lost their son in San Francisco and are now working for Monarch. The mother's works for Monarch. The father, I think, is off doing his own thing. But I don't know if he knew what she was doing or not. Because he's eventually shocked by what the hell they're using the Orca for, which was supposed to be to keep wells and stuff away from the coastline so they don't get beached and stuff. Anyway, the characters, so the mother and daughter has the daughter, and they're over and doing their thing, and they end up getting kidnapped because what happens in the I kind of have to do this with the Monsterverse. During the events of the Monsterverse, which I will get into more when I talk about the different monsters that were shown, they get kidnapped. It was all a setup. This group, I can't remember what they're called. They're just they're eco-terrorists. They want to use the Titans to rebalance the natural order. But anyway, so they want to do that. They come in, they hijack the Monarch Mothra barracks and kidnap her and the daughter and steal the Orca. Well, they actually do two of those things. The mother, it turns out, was working with them. So The father's brought in. He's not trusting a monarch because of what they've used his machine for to talk to the Titans, because of he rightly so blames. He doesn't just. At first, I thought he just blamed Godzilla for it, but overall, after I really paid attention, he actually blames everyone. They're all bad. They're all bad news. Which, yeah, depending on how your look of the world is. So he's mad at Monarch. And he goes on this globe-trotting thing. He goes to Antarctica for the big reveal down there. He goes to the ocean complex for the big reveal. Now, honestly, I'm going to say it. Godzilla kind of gets the... I mean, you know Godzilla's going to be in this movie. You know all these monsters are going to be in this movie. But Godzilla kind of gets the tamest of all the big reveals. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, the humans do what they always did, or what they should be doing. They're just moving the conflict in the story from one place to point A to point B to point C. That's all they're doing. There's no big... The focus isn't majorly on them like it was in Godzilla. There's no scene, ridiculously stupid scene with a guy standing there screaming at this this cloud of urination. Nuclear energy is coming at him before he does it. No, it's Kevin McAllister. This is something you'd see in Home Alone. I will not back down from that. But yeah, no one really dies in ridiculously stupid fashions like that same character did in Godzilla. The mother gets her little heroic moment at the end. The father even had a short little, I wouldn't call it badass, but he had his moment. They all got a moment, okay? Even the doctor who was from the original Godzilla, the first Godzilla, even he had his moment when he helped to wake up Godzilla. It's like, these people all got their moments, and it's like, they didn't, and ultimately they didn't dwell on them like they freaking did in the first one, where it's like, okay, well, the guy had a save a kid moment that dragged on and then ended up just being like cutting before Godzilla and the Muto could get involved, and he's now over here in this big moment with his halo drop and stuff, and it's on and on. Okay, so like I said, I didn't mind the humans. The terrorist group, didn't get really much into them, other than they're the catalyst for Ghidorah waking up, and in the end, they get, as they say, what they wanted, and so, yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. You had only 3 characters: the general, I think he was a general, the doctor and his assistant show up. The assistant gets, I will say, that was as close to a holy shit moment as I got into the movie. So, because she gets eaten by Ghidorah. Which head? It was the left or the center. That's all I know. Well, I'll get to that. That's pretty much my review on the humans.